What would you do if a doctor told you that you only had 2 years left to live? Not just that, slowly you would lose the ability to walk, to speak, to even control your own body. Would you give up? Or would you turn that impossible situation into your greatest strength? This is not a hypothetical story. This is the real life of Stephen Hawking. On January 8, 1942, in the middle of World War II, a boy was born in Oxford, England. Interestingly, that very day marked the 300th anniversary of the death of Galileo Galilei, one of history's greatest scientists. It almost felt symbolic, as if the universe itself was passing the torch to a new explorer. Stephen was born into a family that valued knowledge deeply. His father was a research biologist, and his mother was highly educated and intellectually curious. Growing up in such an environment, Stephen developed an intense curiosity about how things worked, especially the universe. Stephen wasn't always the top student in terms of grades, but his thinking was different. He loved asking big questions, questions most people wouldn't even consider. He attended the prestigious University of Oxford, where he studied physics. Later, he moved to University of Cambridge to pursue cosmology, the study of the universe itself. It was here that his fascination with space, time, and existence deepened. At this point in life, everything seemed perfect. He had dreams, ambition, and even found love. At just 21 years old, Stephen began noticing something strange. He would trip while walking. His hands felt weak. Simple movements became difficult. At first, it seemed like nothing serious, but soon the truth became impossible to ignore. Doctors diagnosed him with Amyotrophic Lateral Sclerosis, a rare and devastating condition that gradually paralyzes the body. Then came the most crushing news. He had only 2 years left to live. Imagine being told your life is about to end before it even truly begins. Most people would fall into despair. Most would stop dreaming. And honestly, that would be understandable. But Stephen Hawking made a different choice. Instead of focusing on what he was losing, he focused on what he still had. As his body weakened, his mind grew stronger. He turned his full attention to one of the most mysterious phenomena in the universe: black holes. A place where gravity is so strong that not even light can escape. A place where time itself behaves differently. While his physical world was shrinking, his intellectual world was expanding beyond limits. Eventually, he lost the ability to write, so he started solving complex equations entirely in his head. Think about that. No notebook, no calculator, just pure mental power. Out of this intense mental focus came one of the most revolutionary ideas in physics: Hawking radiation. He proposed that black holes are not completely black after all. They can emit radiation and slowly evaporate over time. This idea changed how scientists understood the universe. And remember, this came from a man whose body was failing him day by day. In 1985, Stephen developed pneumonia, which led to a tracheotomy. He lost his natural voice permanently. For most people, that would be the end of communication, but not for him. With the help of technology, he began using a computerized voice system. It became one of the most recognizable voices in the world. Even without speaking naturally, he continued to share his ideas with millions. In 1988, he published his groundbreaking book, A Brief History of Time. The book explained complex concepts about the universe in a way that everyday people could understand. It became an international bestseller. Think about this. A man who couldn't move, who couldn't speak, was teaching the entire world about the universe. Stephen once said, "Intelligence is the ability to adapt to change." Instead of complaining about what he couldn't do, he focused entirely on what he could do. That mindset changed everything, and it's something we all can learn from. Behind his success was also a strong support system, his family, his wife, and his colleagues. But one of the most underrated aspects of Stephen Hawking was his sense of humor. Despite everything he was going through, he continued to joke and laugh. He understood something powerful. Laughter isn't a luxury, it's survival. Stephen Hawking passed away on March 14, 2018. Interestingly, that date was the birthday of Albert Einstein. He was born on Galileo's anniversary and died on Einstein's birthday. A poetic symmetry for a man who dedicated his life to understanding the universe. Stephen Hawking proved something extraordinary. A disease can imprison your body, but it cannot imprison your mind. A wheelchair can limit your movement, but it cannot limit your imagination. So the next time you feel stuck, the next time you feel like giving up, pause for a moment and remember the man who explored the universe without even being able to move. Life will always be difficult. There will always be obstacles, but there will always be something you can do. The only thing that truly matters is this: don't give up. Because if Stephen Hawking could redefine the universe, you can redefine your life. If this story inspired you, hit the like button. Share your thoughts in the comments and subscribe for more powerful stories like this. Until next time, stay curious, stay strong.